Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me in today's episode of Far Cry 6. I know you guys are excited to see this base takeover, but first we've got another chore to take care of. We are on our way right now to meet up with Julio, and just to give you a little bit of backstory about Julio, he is a relative, I guess, kind of Lita. She's one of the other rebels that was killed on our way over here. Check that out in the first episode. But anyways, we are going to take care of this little tobacco, Vivero. Vivero is like this substance. I guess they're making medicine out of it, is the best way to just give you the breakdown of it. Anyways, we're going to destroy their fields because we don't fucking like them, and the guy from Breaking Bad wants to poison everybody and give us cancer, so that's not a good thing. We're going to take care of him today. We had to climb up in this watchtower or clock tower. I guess it's a clock tower. They don't really have clock towers anymore, so you almost forget what this thing is called because there's no bell in it, you know, because everybody's got an iPhone now. You know, you just check the time. Also, Julio has this sweet, tender moment here.
El movimiento de libertad. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao. Bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
Forlita.
So after that beautiful little serenade, it was time to break in. And we're going to follow Julio in first. I will say I tried this out once or twice off camera, and it wasn't necessarily off camera. I definitely recorded it. It just went terribly. So we're going to act like that never happened. Anyways, pretty strategic here. I'm not going to lie. I went around and just kind of lit a few patches of this field on fire. Again, I've played through the game before, in case you didn't catch that in the first episode. So I kind of know the mechanics of how some of these things work. I really think it's kind of interesting how each of the missions so far have just been us following a guy to a place and then shooting a bunch of people and then we leave. And that's just it. That's the whole premise for both of the missions so far. But I'm not mad about it necessarily, don't get me wrong. I also love how the poison guys explode. It's one of my favorite things about this game, low key. I love when stuff happens like that. I just triggers something, you know, dopamine release, whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling. I hopped in this tractor for a bit too and just rode around for a bit. Had to be Farmer Dan. I also almost died, but then we smoked a cigar and we were fine. Blew up some of these tanks. We're almost there, as you can see in the top left. 78% completion on this one. So it was just a matter of trying to find where those last tanks were. I don't know why I switched to my pistol for this one. Also, Julio went down, so we had to help him out. But I found the last field over here, one of the last fields. I think there was one more that we had to find. I did go up on this and grab the machine gun up here. You know, just take out a couple more of those tanks. It's also super fun. We absolutely obliterated this guy over here on the right. There he is. And there he goes. And we were pretty much done over here, so we were like, okay, we're gonna head out and just waddle our way out. Back up with Julio, which I thought was over there, but then turns out Julio was just moseying, I guess, back through the field. Anyways, he walks like a little nerd, and we're just cooler than him. Anyways, he went to rambling again, said that he was gonna meet us at camp, and then just vanished into the night, responsible father. Anyways. We got this cool new sniper rifle while we were here too out of one of the boxes, so we're definitely going to be using that in these coming episodes. I also need to look at upgrading one of our guns to just be better. That's one of the best parts about Far Cry 6. As much as I shat on the game in the first episode, and I will say, there is a lot to shit on here as far as the game goes, so we'll be getting into that in future episodes too. But here we go. This is where we started to prepare for our invasion of this of the base. Threw a little Kobe right there. Just knocked out that sign. I'm not really planning on going for too much of the side mission completions. Also, you cannot 360 no scope civilians while you're on a base. I found that out the hard way. I'm doing the real research for you guys, so that way you can enjoy the game how you see fit. I also, for some odd reason, thought it would be a genius idea to go swimming to get where we're going, and again almost fucking died by a tiger shark attack, and then I got stung by an eel. Like, I was on inches of health by the time I actually got to land, and then I was like, oh, I'm there, but then we had to swim again. So I picked the shortest route this time. I was like, all right, I'm just getting to shore. I stabbed that barracuda in the heart like a damn survivor. Bear Grylls would be so proud of me, dude. But we just ran our way up here. Again, I don't know why we couldn't find a car, but it seems like nobody on this part of the island has a vehicle. So we just popped this guy once, and then we took his truck. But this kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense why nobody has a vehicle, because we took this truck and we were going uphill, and then it just like stopped. We were going like 2 miles an hour, so I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna run. And so we run over the hill, and I started looking for this tank. It was part of a mission to assassinate a leader, but I remember there being tanks over here. So I was hoping to just hop in those or one of those and take care of these guys. So it went kind of smoothly at first. We had a good start, as they say, but then it got a little bit rough here. We were looking for the last guy, and then the tank just pulled up on us, and it was just a tank standoff, and then they beat us and then ran us over. So I had to reevaluate our strategy on that one, but we came back right next to it, so we dropped in again. It was again a little bit more strategic this time, just to not make them aware of our presence off the rip. And I think I took the other tank this time. Anyways, nope, same tank, just better this time. See, because I moved down to that tank and then just immediately disabled it, so that way we didn't have to worry about it. And then now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the rest of the episode, however many minutes are left, it's literally just me in a tank. I stole the tank, bro, and just was like, yeah, this is whatever I do for the remainder of the time for this episode, I'm gonna be in a tank as much as possible. And that's exactly what I did here. I was literally just cruising around. We found the lady that we had to assassinate. Boom, dead. Welcome to tank, lady. It's all tank. It's literally the whole episode, tank. What are we doing? Tank. That's all it is. The rest of the episode, tank, all of it. And so we had to make our way back by these guys that we killed earlier, and they were, reinforcements arrived, so tank. And we just moved our way on, just moseying around, patrolling, if you will, tank. Just shooting bad guys left and right. It was like, oh, there's reinforcements coming. Doesn't matter, tank. This was probably the most American ending to this episode that you could have predicted, if we're being honest. And I thought it was gonna make us get out for the actual base that's coming up here, because it was the characters, the Carlita, whatever her name is, that's the faction leader. She was on the phone yapping about like, oh, you should really be careful with this one. You should really be strategic. You need to find some high ground and scout it out. Bitch, I got a tank. Fuck, like, we were just cruising, man. I wasn't stopping for anything. I did stop for this. I did stop to take over this base. Again, did not leave the tank until it was absolutely necessary. We wiped out everybody. Then I got out, and I was gonna try and go in this door, but then it was just like, yeah, you got the base, bro. And then I went back in the door, but I had to use a key for some reason. I don't even know where I got the key. Maybe the key was in the tank. But anyways, back in the tank. Also, absolutely cheat code that you can fix up the tank after being in the tank. Like, I'm telling you, just get a tank and you can beat the game in the tank. We'll see how long I can go without leaving this tank in the next episode. Hopefully I'll spawn back in with the tank, or at least I'll find a tank to start the episode in, because that's how committed I am to the tank. I'm just telling you right now, like, I'm gonna make it happen. Look, we didn't even leave like the first like 50 feet of this place though. Came in, just fucking bing bang boom, took them out left and right, main gun on fire, bow bow bow. And then there was an SUV that pulled up on us, but really, I mean, what are you gonna do, bro? I got a tank. And that's the episode. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see some more. It really does help me out, being a smaller channel. But that's it. There's the tank. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.